Hey, good morning, guys. So it's you can tell it's a really good cloudy day, which is good because that keeps some of the heat in. You can kind of tell it's not super cold outside this morning, or chilly-ish, but it's really nice this morning. And then it gets to, I don't know, it gets into the 90s in the afternoon. But is today is day 7 already. Um, Day 5, I know I did not do a day 5 journal, which would have been yesterday. So I do it the day after, because yesterday I woke up and wasn't feeling so great. And then I was fevering, and so had a stomach bug, and so pretty much stayed in bed all day yesterday. So that would be day 6. So day 6 was not eventful as far as being able to get out and do stuff with anybody, or doing a whole bunch other than trying to take care of myself and trying to get over the stomach bug. So that was day 6. But day 5 was very awesome, very interesting, because I got to participate in what they have a ceremony. So, well, they have different ceremonies for different things, and the ceremony that went on day 5 was they had family coming here from Tanzania, from one of the brothers of Joel. His name is James. So James had a newborn, and one of the families came here, and it's kind of like a baby shower, kind of thing. But they have this big celebration, and so I got to participate in the slaughtering of the goat and watch that, and watch how they do everything, from from A to Z. And so we did that, and then I got to sit there, with the men, and it was a good time of fellowship, actually. And so they try not to be so gruesome, but I mean, they eat parts of it, like right then, right there, not cooking. And so anyways, we got to I got to watch that, and then I got to be a part of that. And yes, I did eat some goat liver, which could be why my stomach was upset yesterday, but all is good. But anyway, so I did get to participate in that, and it was really awesome how, as I was participating and doing this with some of the guys, one of the Maasai men said, "Man, I wish you could stay here longer, and we could just do life together, and that you could go out into the bush with us, and that you could just stay here longer." And so they know that our time, that we have a certain time, for us to leave. But he was like, man, he said, they call us Mzungus, right? So Mzungu is anybody who is foreign. It doesn't necessarily mean white. It means foreign. You're a foreigner. You're not Maasai, and you're not Kenyan. You're a Mzungu. So anyway, he said, man, you're like one of us. And so that was, that was a huge compliment, to understand that they see, several of the men see me as them, and see us as just part of the family, and that they want us to be here even longer, so that they can get to know us more, and we can get to know them more, and just go out to the bush and participate in the different things that they do on a daily basis. That was to me, it was a high compliment, a very high compliment. And so and we just talked, and we hung out and talked about different things of life and cattle. Cattle is everything to them, and how they and obviously there's been a lot of scare with lions. Lions have been here. Lions were just here last night, and so a bunch of the men were out at 3 o'clock this morning. I could hear the cowbells just ding 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 ding. So you could just hear all the cowboy bells just dingling. So that means the cows are they're not at rest. They're moving all around, and all the men they got up at 3 o'clock this morning with their torches slash their flashlights, and they were looking. So we had 3 areas last night that the lions were at. They were right here behind me. You can kind of see this bush. I mean, it's just bush right here behind me. They were literally some right here, and there were some just over where that large acacia tree is right there. There were some right over there, and then there were some off in this direction. So they had 3 different areas of lions that the men were out, kind of chasing down this morning. But so, and we were talking about all that on day 5, just life, and living, and lions, and just different things, because they're cattle, and they're having to. I mean, they have to go so far to get food for their cattle, because I mean, it doesn't rain here that much, and it's I mean, look, this is what they're having to eat at, and there's very little grass amongst all the weeds, so to say, and so so they have to go around a lot, and so anyways, so we were talking about just the daily life that they have to live, and anyways, so after that we got to go around, and I got to go to different places. A really cool thing that I got to see was, which I'll do a video later on. So about that direction right there is where their watering hole is, and I'll go out there one day and hopefully try to catch, because it was really cool, because they only water their cows once a day. I was asking why was that, and so there was various reasons, but they only water them once a day. And then so to see the cows just, and they come in at different times, so not all the cows come in at once. And so it was really awesome to stand there and talk to a lot of the Maasai men who would come up, and then they would take their set of cattle, and then they would go off, and another group would come up, and then they would take their cows, and then they just one after another they would just come in and water and then go. And so being able to stand there, I mean, we were talking to different men and stuff like that throughout that whole day, that whole morning session. So that was probably from about like 10:30 to 12:30, that we did that. And that was the day, that was Friday. That was the day that the girls, so my girls, got to go to school, which was really, really cool for them. So they got to go to the school that's here for a whole day. So that was Friday. And so at 12:30, we went over to get the girls, and we got the girls from school, brought them here to feed them lunch, and then they had to be back at 2 o'clock. So went over, got the girls, come back here, fed them lunch real quick and then went back over, because the last session starts at 2 o'clock, and they go from 2 to about 4-ish. And so we did that, and then in between that time, after we dropped them off, we went around and was looking at just different things in the village, different bomas. So there's some other bomas that are really far out, way over there, and so just trying to see what all is going on, and make sure everybody's being taken care of, and different things like that. So that was really interesting. So let me see, then 4 o'clock we come back, and the kids the girls had a great time at school, and so we were all talking and stuff like that, and so we brought them here, back to the house, and then we got them changed. And then right behind me back here, they said, hey, they want to meet, some of the kids want to meet, and they want to have like what they call volleyball. And so they do it with like this tennis ball. So from about 4:30 to about 5:30 or 6, we played with the kids out here, which was really, really great, to have some big, I guess, kind of tall Mzungu myself play with a bunch of the kids. I mean, they would just come up to me. It was like kind of like a show and tell, I guess. I don't know. They would just come up to me and just touch me, touch my skin. But we stayed out there, and we just played their version of volleyball and ran around and stuff like that. And then it gets dark just after 6 here, so just before 6 came up, got everybody washed off, and that was pretty much our day. Another good day. But some of the bracelets on that day, that was Friday, the bracelets that we made, it has the colors of the Kenyan flag, colors of the American flag. Then it has a cross on it, and then it has the colors, black, red, white, green, and gold. So to walk through salvation with that. And as we were sitting around as we were talking to the men at the celebration, they were preparing for the celebration, there was probably about 6 to 8 men sitting around. We were all sitting around in a huddle, and they have they have a lot of different kind of jewelry, and everybody wears these different bracelets and stuff like that. So anyways, so I said, you see this? And they said, yeah. And so anyway, so that was an opportunity, because they were talking about how they wish that I would stay here longer, and could stay here longer. There was just an opportunity in there where I just said, see, this is what we come here to do, is to talk to you guys and to teach you and to tell you about who Jesus is. And so anyways, and I went through that bracelet, with them, and they were all of the men that were sitting there, as I was going through that, they just sat there and they listened, and they were like, yeah, we see that, and we understand that, and we believe that. And so I was going through that with them and told them, they see it every single day, life and death. And so I was able to share the gospel with about, well, minus me, about 6 or 7 of them, the men. And so I did that. And then right at the end there, after we were talking about this, then they were kind of looking. And so one of the men, I took my bracelet off and I said, here, I want you to have this. And so he goes, oh, thank you. And he put it on, and they were all talking, of course, obviously not in English. They were talking in different, they were talking in the Maasai language, Ma, which is called Ma. So they were talking in Ma back and forth, and he was going through the different beads, and they were looking at it and stuff like that. And I've noticed that yesterday he had it on, and this morning I've seen that man again, and he had that bracelet on. So that was really awesome to be able to do that. And today, obviously, is Sunday, so we're going to be going to church here in a couple of minutes. Everybody's inside eating. I am not, because my stomach still is not feeling 100%, but we're going to be going to church today. And so, but I just wanted to get everybody kind of caught up on what is going on and what has been happening, because I know that there wasn't a video for day day 5, a journal for day 5. So this will be the journal for day 5 and day 6, since day 6 was pretty much non-event since I was pretty much sick all day. But today is day 7, and today we have planned on doing church today. And then this afternoon, it's Kids Day. And so we have a whole bunch of events planned here. We're going to bring them here. We're going to have games. So that starts at 2 p.m. today. We have things to give out to them. We have toys. We have clothes. We have different things that we're going to do for them. Another group of people who came, they brought like 45 of those Home Depot kit things that you build, and so we're going to build those with them this afternoon. So today is a kid day, and so it's obviously Sunday, so we're going to go to church and do go to the Maasai church that's over here. Real awesome. So maybe I can get some video of that. And then, yep, after that, it'll be Kid Day for the rest of the day. So that's what today is going to be, but I can share some more with you guys, Lord willing, tomorrow. So still working on getting better. I'm probably at about, I would say like 70%. I know it might not seem like it, but my stomach is definitely not good. And my bones are aching, but we're making the best of it. So, all right, guys. See you guys, and yeah, until next time, bye.